My name's Dylan Bordeaux, and when I think of Nicolas Cage, I think of Bob Seger's song, Like a Rock. Look, I know I talk a lot about Nick Cage, but really, how can I resist? In a world as crazy as this, he's the only sane voice we've got going for us. Otherwise, we're just left to the dogs and the birds to get eaten alive. Because that's the kind of world we live in. A crazy world. Might be a little bit saner if people gave Nick Cage a chance once in a while. Once in a fucking while. You know what kind of people don't like Nick Cage? Criminals. Bad criminals. The kind that like to stab people on the street when you're not looking and then steal your grandmother's savings bonds. The kind of person that would don clown paint, kill your lover, burn off half the face of one of the district attorneys, threaten to blow up the city if you didn't give him a hefty ransom, then take said ransom, covered in butane gas, and burn it all to shreds just to watch the world fall apart around him, meanwhile blowing up an entire hospital. The kind of person that would flee from justice in the asshole of a doughboy, shot into outer space for 30 years, only to come back down to Earth, to his old company that turned into a faceless corporation, that actually had secret aspirations to shoot a nuclear warhead in the center of the Earth, if not given $1 million, nay, $100 billion. Nick could Cage care less whether he gets through the day with something to eat, so long as he knows that there's somebody out there that is enjoying the movie that he makes. Just so long as he knows that there is a single child there with a tear rolling down their cheek, wondering at the beauty which is Bad Lieutenant, Port of Call, Adaptation, Weatherman, any of them, you name it. They're all gold. They're all pure gold. Hey, are we even talking about the same Nick Cage here? Come on. What are we talking about here? We sure are fake accent Dylan. Here's regular Dylan to tell you the gist of it. Let me tell you a story about a man who thinks he has it all. Money, a fast car, a job in a skyscraper, everything anyone could ever want, really. Or so he thinks, until he goes to bed one night, and when he wakes up, all of a sudden, he's a man with a family. Well, what if I were to tell you that that story is actually a movie? A movie called Family Man, starring Nicolas Cage. Inspiration to us all. He's the kind of guy that would show up at your funeral and talk about all the crazy drinking times you never actually used to have about. But you know what? He'll lie. He'll lie to your family in front of your dead body so that they think that you were friends. He's like rain on wedding day. He's a free ride, but you've already paid. Good advice that you just can't take. But you know what? He's figured it out. He's figured it all out. Ask him for advice if you ever think anything's ironic, really. He's the only one you need to ask. Tell you one thing. He's twice the angel that John Travolta will ever be. And he doesn't even have to smoke cigarettes to prove it, does he? I just wish one of those crooked fucks that runs the Tonys would give him goddamn award already so I wouldn't have a fucking heart attack. Know what I'm saying? Now, in summation, I'm not saying that you have to be a Nick Cage fan, but, word of the wise, if you are, you might as well just fucking unfriend me on Facebook now, because it's a lost cause, and if you don't like Nick Cage, then fuck you! Oh my god, guys, I'm just kidding. But really, if you do like Nick Cage, you should leave a comment below telling everybody what your favorite Nick Cage movie is and give this video a like. I don't know, maybe subscribe to the page so you can see all the other great videos I'm trying to make here. And, come back anytime and we can have a good old Nick Cage hootenanny and all that. You know what I'm saying?